Across continents and ideologies, the world starts with conflict, political defiance, and shifting economic tides, from deadly airstrikes in the Middle East to partisan drama on Capitol Hill to delicate trade tensions in Asia. These are the stories shaping today's global headlines. I'm Gadesha Mirana, and this is your Global Wrap. We begin in the Middle East, where violence has once again erupted, this time across two volatile fronts. Israel has confirmed carrying out coordinated airstrikes on both Gaza and Syria, targeting what it describes as militant infrastructure. Early reports indicate that between 22 and 27 people have been killed, and among them, alleged operatives, but also civilians caught in the crossfire. In Gaza, Israeli warplanes struck multiple buildings overnight, flames lit the sky, and residents described the bombardment as among the heaviest in recent months. The Israeli Defense Forces claimed the strikes were in retaliation for rocket fire from Hamas-controlled territories. Meanwhile, in Syria, air raids near Damascus and Aleppo targeted militia bases believed to be backed by Iran. For Israel, this is a part of a wider strategy to curb Iranian influence in the region, a long-running concern that continues to fuel tension in Syria's already fragile landscape. Meanwhile, the international response has been swift. The United Nations is urging for immediate de-escalation, while humanitarian agencies warn of worsening conditions in Gaza, where a blockade has already crippled access to food, water, and healthcare. As the world watches closely, peace in the region seems once again like a distant hope, eclipsed by cycle of retaliation and regional power plays. And from the battleground to the ballot, we head to Washington, where political friction is intensifying in the halls of Congress. In a dramatic show of protest, Democratic lawmakers staged a walkout during a vote for a controversial nominee backed by President Donald Trump. The nominee, whose record has stirred widespread criticism, is seen by Democrats as a dangerous pick, one that could further polarize America's already divided judiciary. The walkout sent shockwaves across Capitol Hill. Without bipartisan presence, Republican members continued with the vote, a move that may be legal but undoubtedly symbolic. Democrats argue that confirming such a nominee would erode public trust in democratic institutions, especially ahead of another election season where Trump's influence remains far from diminished. Moving on, analysts say that the move signals more than just political theater. It reflects the widening rift between the two major parties, a rift that threatens to paralyze legislative cooperation. And as the 2024 campaign machinery ramps up, this event underscores how deeply Trump's legacy continues to shape and divide the American political landscape. And now, we shift from the legislative chambers of America to the global trade stage, where tension is rising between long-standing allies. Talks between Japan and the United States over tariffs have reached a critical juncture. Yes, at the center of the dispute, automobile exports, agricultural access, and the lingering effects of tariffs imposed under previous United States administrations. And the Japanese officials are voicing concern over what they describe as protectionist tendencies resurfacing in Washington. On the other side, American negotiators insist on leveling the playing field, particularly regarding steel and auto manufacturing, sectors considered vital to the United States domestic industry. The stakes are high, with both nations heavily intertwined economically. Failure to reach a fair deal could lead to broader consequences across Asia-Pacific supply chains and impact global markets already teetering from inflation and conflict. The negotiations also carry a geopolitical undertone. As China rises in influence, both Japan and the United States recognize the importance of unity, yet economic friction threatens to dilute that alliance. The world now waits to see whether diplomacy will triumph over trade nationalism. And there you have it. Conflict, confrontation, and conversation playing out on the global stage, from airstrikes in the Middle East to a political standoff in Washington to the ticking clock on economic talks in Asia. Today's headlines remind us that global space, stability, and cooperation remain fragile pursuits. We'll continue following these stories as they evolve. And for the World Economic Federation Journalism Guild, I'm Gadesha Miranda.